Watch live. Bethlehem riots after Trump declares Jerusalem as Israel capital. Live webcam. Watch clashes in Bethlehem as Palestinians protest Donald Trump's declaration of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Riots have broke out in Bethlehem following President Trump's declaration that he would recognize Jerusalem as a capital announcement. Protesters can be seen clashing with police officers as loud bangs ring out in the route live stream. Both Palestine and Israel have a territorial claim to the contested capital, and the international community has previously agreed that two separate states for the groups should be created. The president reportedly told Israeli and Arab leaders on Tuesday that he plans to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel before he formally announced the decision. Since Mr. Trump reversed decades of U.S. policy by recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, there have been scenes of anger from Muslims across the Middle East. Palestinian leaders have called for 3 days of rage in protest, and the U.S. State Department also issued a travel warning about the West Bank and Jerusalem's Old City. Most countries including Russia, China and Australia have their embassies in Tel Aviv. The UK has embassy offices in Tel Aviv and East Jerusalem. Critics believe the move will upend decades of American policy and upset efforts to broker peace between Israel and the Palestinians. The status of Jerusalem is one of the core issues of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. War has intermittently broken out between Israel and Palestine for more than half a century over a bitter land dispute. Israel faced international condemnation after it annexed East Jerusalem in 1980, provoking Palestinians to declare their independence 8 years later and announcing the city as its capital. During the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, West Jerusalem was annexed by Israel, while East Jerusalem was seized by Jordan. On December 5, 1949, Israel's first Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion declared Jerusalem as the eternal and sacred capital, although it was not put into Israeli law until 1980 after the nation also seized East Jerusalem. The move was met with international condemnation in a unanimous General Assembly resolution. The UN declared the measures trying to change the status of the city invalid. In 1995, under then-President Bill Clinton, the U.S. Congress passed the Jerusalem Embassy Act, which required, subject to conditions, that its embassy is